Another business update, another AI business update. So let's jump into it. We had some major news hit yesterday on the 3rd. We're going to talk a little bit about Syndigo, Apple, and Fivetran. So let's get into the topic. Now, if you don't think AI is, if you're still on the fence about, if you're a small business and you're still on the fence about, AI and still don't quite understand what's going on, I'm here to help you demystify AI. So my name is Roland Thomas. I have an AI consulting business where I help small businesses streamline their processes leveraging AI. I've done it in my real estate business and still continue to do it in my real estate business. And when I saw all of the efficiency gains that I received, that gives me the space to be able to have conversations like this, then I realized, like, man, AI is powerful. It's not here to replace you. It's here to help you. Now, when the government says that, that's a whole nother story. It's a whole nother story when the government says it, but I'm rolling. I'm here to help. Okay. All right. Let's get into it. Let me share this article. Um, and here we go. All right. So up first, Syndigo acquires One World Sync to lead AI first to lead AI first product management. So Syndigo is a global leader in product experience. Oh, my bad. I didn't even show you, huh? Goodness. Add it to the screen. Let me show you what's going on. Okay. Syndigo, a global leader in product experience management, announced the acquisition of One World Sync, creating a $3.5 billion enterprise and furthering its mission as an AI first retail software provider. Now, honestly, I never heard of them. Sorry. Honestly, I had never heard of them. And I had to look it up, and it's all good because you know what's interesting. I used to sell product. I used to sell things on Amazon, and so I definitely getting your product staged and situated online, and so this is what they do. This is what One World Sync does. Okay, so this is how to press. Syndico, a global leader in product experience management solutions, today announced its acquisition of One World Sync, creating a more than 3.5 billion excuse me billion-dollar enterprise backed by Summit Partners, TJC, LP, and Battery Ventures. Together, the company powers 90% of the top 20 retailers in the US as the leading AI software provider behind e-commerce product pages. So whenever you see the pages on whenever you see e-commerce pages where they have, let's just say, like a camera, and it starts to show you all the different angles of a camera, it turns it around, put a little product video in there, and you see, you get a good, you try to get a good 360 view, left, right, up, down, all those things. That's what they do, and they provide a platform so that it makes it easier for the company to update those photos and things like that, and the description, especially when you have your own, you have your own landing page, um your own website. So they, with this acquisition, it's going to give them the power to leverage AI to update those things. Now, what's going to be really interesting, I'm going to ponder this thought here for a second. I wonder if it's going to get to a point where it's dynamic, like dynamic product description displays, things like that, that when you land on when you land on a page, that product can adjust itself based upon what some key markers that you have from your buying experience, or your own digital profile, and see if it could cater that product imagery or product information to yourself. I'm kind of out there floating out there, but I just wonder. I mean, AI might give it that possibility at some point. But what it's doing is going to be able to really update those pages, um, with with the most relevant, probably SEO searched, SEO optimized metadata and information so that it could promptly come up and search all the things. And so it's going to be AI powered and AI powered updates, which I think is really, really fascinating. So this again, so let me get you one of the quotes from the executive. So this acquisition positions us to support tomorrow's shopping experience by building the most advanced AI first PXM solutions on the market. So Syndico leverages agent. Syndico leverages agentic AI and deep learning for personalized product page optimizations and omni-channel content delivery. And so, what does this matter? What does this mean? Major retailers can gain a scalable AI-driven tools for automating product content across channels, boosting revenue and meeting rising consumer expectations. And so, for the small business owner, you can look at exploring some tools like this again to really give your clients a new up-to-date experience. AI powered catalog management, right? Enhanced cross-channel consistency using affordable AI content and personalization tools. Right. So you could look at investing in something like this, or if you just prompt AI really, really good, you prompt chat GPT based upon what their product is and your area, what the product is, who's your main target audience. SEO rich content can be stacked and packed into these descriptions, and you can do it right there from ChatGPT. Like, you're a small business, right? And you're not sure if you should invest in something like this. You can legitimately do this from ChatGPT or Perplexity, Claude. There. I personally use ChatGPT. I use ChatGPT a lot. I use them in Perplexity a lot. Um, I'm leaning more and more into Perplexity, even more so, um, for different things. Like when I'm getting all my data together for these conversations right here, I use Perplexity. Like this, it stacks it really, really well. I have an AI agent in there that I created, and I asked the agent, give me the top news, and it spits out the top news in 2 minutes, and then it gives me all the points that I'm looking for that I can talk about, and and recommendations, and I have a docket ready to roll here in 5 minutes. I do a little extra reading just to make sure I'm good on the topic, and boom, we're good to go. The long gone are the days of hours of research, right? Depending on what you're trying to do, but Perplexity does a really, really good job of giving you the sources of those contents, like ChatGPT will, um, but sometimes it'll hallucinate and act up on you. So you want to know which levers to pull for, depending on what it is that you're trying to do. Now, am I a professional news, journalist? Oh, I'm not a professional journalist. Check your, you want to make sure you double check your resource. You double check, my sources. But at minimum, what I could do is at least get you the article and show you the article, and I'll put links to the article in the description below, so you can have those and you can just go take a look at it, right? But I like the fact that it's able to help me pull information really, really quickly and organize it in a way that I want to deliver it in the way that I want in a fraction of a time of me doing it. And so when you talk about content creation as a small business owner, that's what you need. And these AI tools help you to do that. Let's say you get onto a new platform, and maybe you're switching up your website provider, or your hosting platform that's going to host all of your product management stuff, and you don't quite know exactly what to do. You can go to ChatGPT, put in the exact company that you're using, and as you are filling it out, you can ask ChatGPT, how do you fill it out, and they help you fill it out. Like, so I want to help you demystify AI. Like I want to help it come from this iRobot scenario that it's going to take over everything. It might. But until then, let it be a tool. Let it be a tool that you can. This is going to take you. Listen, here it is. Here it is. Let me. I came from industrial supplies. Let me explain it like this. This is going to take you from a manual screwdriver to a power drill. Now I don't see power drills jumping up and shooting nails into and drilling nails into the wall, right? But at one point we were hand tightening and hand screwing those nails into the wall. We even had the little hand crank, that used to crank and drill, drill a hole in. But then we came out with DeWalt power drills, and it changed the game, right? So you can look at AI as like a DeWalt power drill. Put that on the shirt. Put that on the shirt. Hope that helps you. Okay, so let's talk about the next article. So the next one is let me get it here. All right. So the next one, Apple readies Siri for AI powered search and no perplexity acquisition. So Apple is advancing its organic development. Get it here. Apple is advancing its organic development of AI-powered Siri features, resisting calls, resisting the calls to buy perplexity, and instead prepping for a competitive real-time AI web search force ecosystem. And we all know who Apple is, right? It's just one of the. I mean, Apple changed the game. I ain't gonna go down there right now, but yeah, maybe I will. I remember when the first iPhone came out. I remember when it went from uh, a iShuffle, right? An iShuffle to an iPhone, you know? iShuffle to an iNano to an iPod to an iPhone. Like I remember. And then it went to iPad. And we was like, wow, And it was all over the place. And they was debating if iPad was going to be a really good invention. Like the news was like, will iPad be a good invention? I'm telling you, I remember this. But so you would think, let's for real, you would think that I mean, Siri to me, like when I first kind of, Siri to me was is it like AI to me, right? You tell hey Siri, give me reminders to do an event, do an events, give me an event, set a reminder for this. And that's all, Siri play music, and eventually, Gen Z really gets to Siri. What's this? They use Siri like Google search a lot, right? I don't know if millennials do that a lot, but I guess we might, but but I was shocked. Honestly, I really was shocked that Siri was not AI's open AI. It was not Apple's open AI. Oh, see, Siri want me to talk to her right now. I was honestly shocked that Siri was not like open AI in the sense of that large language model, the large language model, and so Apple is they're actually prepping to make their own version of an open AI. I wonder what they're gonna call it. It can't be Claude now because Claude's been all right. Well, let's take a later article. So Apple is planning to launch its own artificial intelligence powered web search tool next year, stepping up the competition with OpenAI and Perplexity AI. So Wall Street really wanted Apple to buy Perplexity. I think it would have been a good fit, you know. But I guess in a sense, maybe it's the Apple pride, right? Like Apple, the innovator missed AI in a sense of how it's working with OpenAI today. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it's interesting. So the company is working on a new system dubbed internally as World Knowledge Answers that will be integrated into Siri voice assistant according to people with knowledge of the matter. Apple has discussed also eventually adding technology to its Safari web browser and Spotlight, which is used to search from the iPhone home screen. So Apple is aiming to release a service described by some executives as an answer engine in the spring as part of the long delayed overhaul to Siri, said the people who asked not to be identified because the plans haven't been announced and they just halfway announced it. The idea is to make Siri and Apple's operating systems a place where users can look up information across the internet in a similar fashion to ChatGPT. AI overviews and Google search, and a crop of new apps. The approach will rely on large language models or LLMs, a key technology underpinning generative AI. So, one executive said that with the AI revolution, Apple is on the outside looking in. Oof. At least they're honest. I got to give them that. At least they're honest. This is a F1 race at Monza, at Monza in Italy. Oh, shucks. And Tim Cook is watching from the stands. Golly, that's really interesting. Has Apple lost its innovative edge? Is that what I'm hearing? Apple is integrating large language models and AI search methods to enhance Siri's utility and aiming for faster, more relevant search and conversational experiences. You know, this is really interesting because it kind of makes you always wonder, like, when will the giants fall? Is this the turning point that Apple is losing its edge of technology innovation, right? Because you have Nvidia. Um, what's the other one? I just had it. I forgot the other one. Looking for it. I don't see it. Okay. So, but I find it interesting. I mean, I don't know. What do you think? Type in the comments below. I want to know what you think. Is Apple losing their technology edge? Is Apple no longer becoming cool? Is something going to replace Apple? So let me bring it back. I was kind of floating out there. Now let's come back. So enterprises relying on Apple devices could benefit from this improved on device intelligence. So boosting productivity through hands-free information retrieval and internal process automation. So in the grand scheme of things, will it be helpful? Absolutely. Right. If you have documents that you save in your iPhone due to work or due to your business, things like that, you're going to be able to leverage Siri, or well, Siri's going to be able to go in there and reach as an agentic AI. Empowered Siri could go in and retrieve information and get things that you need, and that really does help, especially from a corporate standpoint. When you have a big integrated company, a big integrated enterprise, and you need to retrieve information, and if you can do it via voice in the moment versus trying to flip through all the little apps that you have, because your company is going to give you like 20 million apps, and you're trying to go through there and find which folder has the PDF that you're looking for, and then you're trying to save all the PDFs into your homepage, and eventually it looks like hosh posh anyway, right? And so if you can have an AI powered Siri can be AI powered. It can go into and go just like an agentic agent, go in and get and retrieve company data that you need to, because for your presentation, maybe update your presentation on the fly, whatever, or you need to pull some information for a customer or a client. You can go into the database. This is just what I'm thinking about. You can go into the database and be able to grab it really quickly from your phone with Siri and be able to move. But right now, you can't do that because unless all Siri can do is open it for you. Like, can you open the app? And it's Siri open the app, and that's it. Like, that's it. Siri can't go get nothing. An agent will allow you to go in and get things and send it back, and pull up information and send it and work on your behalf. That is the power of AI. So let's keep it simple, right? So anyway, I think that's going to be good. So for a small business owner, right, using Apple hardware, um, small business owners using Apple hardware should prepare for voice AI adoption and workflows. That's definitely something to consider. To where we could share with your sales force, or the different people on your team who have Apple devices, because it's integrated into your enterprise. That means you can then help cascade work efficiency by integrating AI workflows. meaning, right? So you could say, hey, did you know, instead of looking through 7, 8 different files to get to our big company file in your phone, did you know that you could just talk to Siri and she could pull it up and give it to you? Like, and so it's going to be things like that, really educating your team on the efficiency gains you're getting from leveraging AI in your workflows. Does that hopefully that makes sense? So evaluating integrating voice assistants to customer queries, scheduling, and discovery tasks. Yes, I think that's really interesting. All right, so let's take a look at one more. There's this one here. Okay. One more article from yesterday. Fivetran acquires Tobiko. Let me share this. Sorry. Probably butchering his name. So don't hold it against me, y'all. Don't hold it against me. Fivetran acquires Tobiko Data for advanced AI-ready data transformation. So data infrastructure leader Fivetran announced its second 2025 acquisition of Tobiko Data to scale collaborative AI-ready data transformation globally. I'll be honest with you, I didn't know what this was. I didn't know what was going on. So I thought this was cool. And when I really looked into it, I said, oh man, this is really, really cool. So Fivetran is a trusted provider of high performance data pipelines and lakes, serving major global brands, including OpenAI, Pfizer, Verizon, and Spotify. So again, I'm here to help you demystify AI and what's going on. Fivetran, the global leader of automated data. Let me get this a little bigger so you can see. Global leader of automated data movement today announces it has acquired Tobiko Data, the open source transformation company behind SQL Mesh, SQL Glot. With the acquisition, Fivetran strengthens its position as the only fully managed end-to-end platform that combines data movement, transformation, and activation, making it easier for customers to deliver governed AI-ready data with speed and scale. Tobiko's data's technology was built for modern production grade environments where speed, adaptability, and efficiency are critical. Its intelligent transformation engine eliminates unnecessary runs, enabling teams to test, validate, and deploy updates faster with lowering compute costs built into development environments and semantic SQL understanding for further reduce overhead, improve reliability, and unlock time and cost savings. So one executive said, and he said, and I read it, but Tyson Mao, co-founder of Tobiko Data, we built Tobiko Data to maintain the data transformation more collaborative, transparent, and predictable. By joining forces with Fivetran, we can scale these capabilities globally. They stand true to their mission. And so Fivetran deploys an AI-driven ETL automation and machine learning for data enrichment, governments, and broader analytics in a hybrid cloud environments. So I thought it was because I was kind of like, what does this mean for us, right? For the small business. Small businesses and large enterprises can expect faster, more reliable AI-ready data lakes and transformation processes, supported analytics, compliance, and real-time decision making at scale. I said, okay, now that makes sense. So if you don't quite know what a data lake is, so there's a lot of times you have data silos, data lakes, and I'll say it really is what it sounds like, right? All depends on how you store it. Because I make a lot of YouTube videos and stuff like this. I have data siloed into folders, right? So bring it here to small scale. Have data siloed into folders based upon the channel. It really it's not even based on channel. It's just based upon how I edit, where I'm at in the editing process, right? So as a small business owner, you may have data that flows into a place, and maybe right now you might have it siloed into different folders, right? So these are different types of approaches. Well, sometimes if you can have these silos in the information that manage these silos, with 3 different providers, and that costs you money. If you use a data lake, then it all kind of pours into just one repository of information. But then you're like, well, how would I get the information? It's like you're taking one big folder. This is what everybody does. All right, come on. I'm here with you, right? I'm here. Most people, they either save it on they get something, they save it on their desktop, right? Or they'll save it in a documents folder. Once you can no longer see the waterfall on your desktop, on your laptop or whatever your background, you like, I have too many files over here. So you copy and paste it into your documents folder. And that basically becomes like a data lake. Cause you know good and well, you didn't separate them out by folders. You didn't put them in a folder for this and that. You got kids' pictures all over the place. That's another good one. What's a good visual of a data lake? It is the cloud storage of all the pictures and videos that your whole family has that they're stored onto the iCloud. And you like, man, I wish I can go find the picture from like not Christmas, from like 2 weeks ago when we went to go see Niagara Falls, right? Like all those pictures from 4 different phones going to this one area. In a sense, it makes it easier to store because at least you know where everything's at. But then how you get the information to figure out what you're looking for is the challenge. This acquisition here is going to help, is using AI is going to help grab that data easier and faster, especially when you're having teams who may be running processes or running analytics to mine information and see if we can figure out how to make a better product, improve our service, improve our response times, whatever it is. They can go and leverage AI to mine data out of that lake, go fish data out of that lake, right? And then do something with it. It's a little challenging now in some environments when you don't have a truly an efficient way to look through all of that data. And sometimes, like in certain scenarios or cloud managed systems or whatever now, when you go to mine the data, it takes a while because it has to read all the data that's in there. AI is going to help you to reduce that because it can go in there just like you and go in there and keep them and and find information that you're looking for. And that's really what we go. That's really what they're going after here. So, so as a small business owner, look into this. It might be something to look into, right? If you have a hard time, if you have information that you store from your customers or your clients, and it kind of goes into an area, and you have a hard time pulling those files up, look into AI. Look into an AI platform that can go in there, read those, and automate some of these things. Even some systems will actually just, as it pull data in, it'll organize it for you, and that way it kind of knows where everything's at, and you just ask, and it goes and pulls it, right? Um, you can start with managed data lakes supporting open formats like Iceberg and cross cloud integration, right? So you can look into these things and see what platforms again can help you automate AI ready data prep, right? Before it goes into the lake or before it goes into where it's going to get stored. Or see if there's a platform that already kind of help you what you already have and help you be able to organize it and go in there and find it. And so again, I just want to help you demystify what's going on with AI. These are some big things that are happening on a big corporate level. So if it's happening on a big corporate level, it's probably something that we should pay attention to even on a smaller scale. Because it's probably just a smaller way to do it, right? I mean, there are ways that you can use Chat GPT now that can help with some of these things. That could help you fill out documents, help you read documents, help you store documents. There's agents you can build now that can help you do that, and you can do that at a fraction of a cost than hiring some big firm to help you do that. You can as I say, you could bootstrap it now. There are tools available now that can help you do that. If you don't know how to do it, This is why I'm here. Click the link in the description below. Reach out. Let's connect. So, this is the AI. This is my AI business update for today. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next video. Make it a great week.